We've all done it. Scrolled through our phones to pass the time, avoid awkward conversations, or in an attempt to stave off boredom. These infrequent breaks with a phone aren't a big issue until you realize you're not reading anything. You're just scrolling to pass the time. All the time. Today we're going to talk through some of the best ways to break the scrolling cycle and have a healthier relationship with your phone or device. Leave it at home. Take a brain break once in a while. Go for a walk or run errands without even taking your phone along. While the first few times you engage in this exercise, you may feel stressed or like you've lost a piece of yourself, you'll soon find that you feel freer and more focused during the time out and about. Digital detox. One of the best ways to disengage with your phone and re-engage with the world is a digital detox. This means you'll set aside your devices and simply focus on the world around you. 5 healthy cell phone habits. Having a cell phone means having the whole world at the tips of your fingers all day, every day. This power and potential can quickly overwhelm you and end up fraying your real-life relationships. With great power comes great responsibility, and today we're going to be talking about 5 healthy cell phone habits you can incorporate into your daily routine. Skip social media in social situations. One of the easiest things you can do to create healthy cell phone habits is to eliminate checking and using your phone when you're with friends and family. Focus on engaging with them in real life rather than spending time checking your phone. Shut off your phone or put it on airplane mode so you won't be getting notifications or feeling vibrations during this time. Skip the scroll at bedtime. Blue light from technology keeps you awake at night and can make it hard to fall asleep. The stress and anxiety that constant scrolling on social media can also keep you from getting a restful night's sleep. Put your phone across the room at bedtime to keep yourself from scrolling until the wee hours of the night. You'll still be able to hear your alarm from there, but you won't be tempted to keep looking until you've exhausted your news feed. Go without your phone. Believe it or not, you can go out and do errands without your phone. Start by simply going for a walk without your phone and experience the world around you rather than allow yourself to be distracted. Write your grocery list on an honest-to-goodness piece of paper and take it with you to the store. You'll find you simply don't need the distraction as much as you thought once you've got the hang of going without. Create a new habit. Every time you reach for your phone, choose something else to do with your hands. This can be as simple as just tapping your fingers on the table or get as complicated as reaching for a new hobby instead. Teach yourself to knit, crochet, whittle, or any other type of activity as a replacement for your cell phone. Carry a book instead of reaching for your phone when you need to spend time waiting, or leaf through a newspaper to break the habit of always staring at a screen. Turn off your notifications. Feeling or hearing the ding or chime when a new notification comes in is a satisfying experience. To keep yourself from constantly checking your phone, turn off your notifications for everything but your phone or text messages. This limits the number of times you'll be reaching for your phone and checking why you've got new notifications. Takeaway. Creating healthy cell phone habits can be trying, but once you've got the hang of it, you'll find your health and wellness thanking you. Rather than being consumed by your phone, it will quickly return to simply being a tool that you can use whenever you need it. You won't end up being controlled by it, but rather, you'll be in control again. 5 hobbies to help you manage your phone addiction. Technology, and especially our phones, tend to creep into everything we do. It's even possible to become so dependent on your phone that it's labeled an addiction. Today, we'll be talking about 5 hobbies that can help you manage your phone addiction and give you a much-needed break from the constant scrolling. Knit or crochet. While this is a skill that your grandmother probably mastered when she was young, anyone can learn to knit or crochet. This task keeps your hands and fingers busy so you'll more easily be able to ignore the itch to scroll on your phone. Not only will you more easily be able to keep off your phone, but you'll also have a blanket, scarf, stuffed animal, or pot holder to show for your hard work when you're done. Pick up a book. Scrolling on social media or using your phone are passive activities, while reading keeps your mind active. Reading a book, as well as going to the library or bookstore, are great activities that keep you off your phone and rewire your brain during an addictive phase. Reading a good book keeps your mind sharp and your fingers off your phone. Learn a new skill. Break out the cookbooks and the how-to guides. Learning a new skill is a great way to break your phone habit and addiction. Borrow actual paper and binding from books from the library on how to crochet, knit, bake, or sculpt clay. Instead of scrolling through a dozen new recipes, visit your local library or bookstore to find what you need to learn something new. Try lots of different things to see what you like or don't like, and don't be afraid to try something that's outside of your comfort zone. Once you find a new skill or hobby, check out local classes and get involved with the community. You'll find you won't miss your phone when your hands and mind are engaged in a new task. Exercise. Sitting on the couch and scrolling through social media is the antithesis to exercise and working out. Instead of being stuck in a bottomless social media scroll, jump up and get active. This is a great time to break free from your typical phone routine or addiction and get moving. Try different classes and styles of workouts until you find something you enjoy. Once you've gotten yourself moving, keep your headphones off and focus on what's happening around you and how your body is responding. Pick a project. Whether you enjoy beading, painting, restoration, or any other type of project, try one out to help overcome your phone addiction. Invest in good quality materials and focus on the project. When you start feeling the urge to scroll, switch gears and work on your project instead. This project can help keep you focused and off your phone throughout the day. Takeaway. Breaking the habit of phone addiction can be hard, but isn't without fun when you incorporate some new hobbies into the equation. Whether you want to learn some new skills or you just want to finish your latest restoration project, turning your attention away from your phone and towards some unique hobby is a great way to break the cycle. You'll find you don't need your phone at all, and a whole new world has opened up to you. 5 steps to use your phone less. We all use our phones a lot. For everyday tasks, from picking up groceries at the store to finishing our homework on time, phones take up a large part of our day. But often, they aren't doing helpful tasks and are instead an unnecessary distraction from everyday life. Today, we're going to be talking about some steps that will help you use your phone less and engage in real life more. Think before you scroll. One of the best things you can do is also one of the smallest. Stop and think before you pick up your phone. In that small pause, ask yourself if you need your phone for anything, or if you're just picking it up to hold something. Carefully evaluate yourself and your needs at that moment, and choose to do something else if possible. Get rid of apps. Apps on our phones are usually mindless and fill in a lot of blank spaces during the day. To use your phone less, get rid of them. Not just apps that you don't use, but ones that take up a large majority of your day for no particular reason. Many smartphones today help you analyze and evaluate where you're spending your time on your phone, and you can use this data to delete or silence apps that take away your valuable time. Silence notifications. For many, the satisfying buzz, bing, or vibration of a new notification can make them open their phone and spiral down into hours of mindless scrolling. Instead, shut off and silence notifications for everything but your phone and your text messages. This way, you'll only be tempted to open your phone when those more important messages come in. Avoiding social media sites is a great way to keep scrolling on your phone for hours on end. Put it away. Keep your phone away from you, literally. Set it to charge in another room. Leave it deliberately behind when going for a walk, or give it to a friend for safekeeping when out and about. By not even having it physically in your presence, you'll end up using it a lot less. There's no need to buy a lockbox quite yet. Try a few simple steps first before resorting to something more drastic. Don't use your phone at night. The blue light that's emitted from your phone tends to keep you awake, and when you don't get enough sleep, you often turn to your phone as a way to mindlessly spend time. The cycle can continue until you find yourself on your last nerve. Keeping your phone on the opposite side of the room when you're trying to fall asleep will help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, resulting in a better view of the world the next day. Takeaway: there are a few tried and true ways you can be sure to start using your phone less throughout the day, without the distraction of your smartphone and the added stress and anxiety that can come from it. You'll find yourself better able to interact with the real world throughout your day. Just a few simple steps will have you stopping to smell the flowers instead of stopping to look for a charger. Best ways to spend less time scrolling. We've all done it. Scrolled through our phones to pass the time, avoid awkward conversations, or in an attempt to stave off boredom. These infrequent breaks with a phone aren't a big issue until you realize you're not reading anything. You're just scrolling to pass the time. All the time. Today we're going to talk through some of the best ways to break the scrolling cycle and have a healthier relationship with your phone or device. Limit notifications. One of the simplest and most effective things you can do to help limit the scroll is to curb the number of notifications you get throughout the day. Constantly checking and opening your phone puts the temptation of a mindless scroll right at your fingertips. Skip the temptation and only let your phone ding for texts and phone calls. Everything else can wait. Clear your home screen. Out of sight, out of mind. Clear your home screen of any pesky social media apps so you won't be tempted to open one just because it's there. That doesn't mean you need to delete them off your device entirely. Tuck them out of sight in folders or back a few pages so you'll need to work to see them. This limits the temptation and keeps you from scrolling all day long. Do not disturb. Do not disturb is a great feature for keeping your mind on the task at hand. When you engage Do Not Disturb, you're able to create an atmosphere free of distracting dings and alarms. Your favorite people can still contact you, but you won't spend all of your time scrolling just because you opened one app after one notification. Leave it at home. Take a brain break once in a while. Go for a walk or run errands without even taking your phone along. While the first few times you engage in this exercise, you may feel stressed or like you've lost a piece of yourself, you'll soon find that you feel freer and more focused during the time out and about. Digital detox. One of the best ways to disengage with your phone and re-engage with the world is a digital detox. This means you'll set aside your devices and simply focus on the world around you. Spend time in conversation without pulling out your phone. Read a book when you need to fill time, and listen to an audiobook instead of scrolling through TikTok when you're trying to fall asleep. Morning wake up. Often, the first thing we reach for in the morning is our devices. Taking that first scroll through social media is a good way to set yourself up to scroll all day long. Instead, take a break and spend the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day without your devices. You'll be able to get things done and keep yourself from being distracted the rest of the day. Your morning habits and routines set the standard for the whole day. Starting without scrolling is sure to set you up for a day that's focused on the world around you. Takeaway: scrolling through social media can be a great way to connect with others, but when it becomes less about connecting and more about scrolling, this mindless social media usage can distract you from important things. Stop the scroll by breaking up your habit and creating ways to keep you focused on the here and now. Whether you delete apps, track your screen time, or just switch up your morning routine, you'll see a difference in how you engage with the world when you stop the scroll. How to spot a phone addiction in others. It can be hard to recognize addiction in your own life, but with the gentle coaching of others around you, seeing and recognizing that addiction is the first step toward creating a health-conscious solution. Today, we're going to be talking about how to recognize a phone addiction in others. Your words of encouragement and intervention can help someone else. Increasing need. Someone who's begun or been struggling with a phone addiction will start to need to use their cell phone more and more often to get the same effect. This behavior is seen across addictions, and in anyone super connect to their phone, it can be as simple as spending more time scrolling to feel engaged. They may become more quickly agitated and bored when they don't have their phone for even a short period. The increase in use may help stave off unwanted feelings momentarily, but will need to be followed by longer periods to achieve the same effect. This time and excessive need may also start to manifest itself as lost time. People who have become addicted often find themselves scrolling without realizing they've been doing it for hours. Constant scrolling. Rather than engaging with the people around them, someone who has become addicted to their phone will scroll to pass the time. Even when around family and friends, they turn to the instant gratification of scrolling instead of enjoying one-on-one interaction. The apps and social media sites that someone addicted to their phone will scroll deliver a punch of dopamine, which delivers a warm feeling right away. Instead of having to wait while engaging in real-life interactions, this scrolling gives the feeling of success immediately. Seeing someone scrolling at every available opportunity is a good sign of phone addiction. Open and close. Often, people who are addicted to their phones will open and close them without really looking at anything. They often feel phantom vibrations, which the body and mind interpret as a notification, but is just a thought. These phantom vibrations cause phone addicts to open and close their phones a lot throughout the day. Many times you'll see your loved ones or those around you pull out their phone with the excuse that they're looking at the time. In reality, it's simply the action of opening and closing the phone that they're chasing. This feeling is often followed by a reemergence of the phone for another session of scrolling. Can't go without it. Finally, one of the ways you can tell someone is addicted to their phone is that they can't imagine going without it or have tried and failed numerous times. Phone addicts, much like those struggling with other addictions, often have failed attempt after failed attempt to get rid of their vice. You'll be regaled with stories of how they just can't go without it, as they scoop up the phone and run out the door. With lots of dedication and accountability, many people find they can wean themselves off using their phone all the time. There will always be another excuse of why it's a vital part of their life, so keep a close eye on how often they've tried and failed to stop using their phone so much. Takeaway. Being able to see the signs of phone addiction in others may be harder than you think, but once you pick up on the patterns, you'll be able to offer guidance, love, and support to move past the issue in the future. Keep an eye out for this behavior and help keep your friends and family safe. How to test if you're addicted to your phone. Technology has made sweeping changes to our everyday lives, making things easier and more convenient for everyone, but having the entire world in your back pocket can be an addicting feeling. Today, we're going to talk about how you can tell if you're addicted to your phone. This test is simple, and there are several different ways you can tell if you might have a bit more than a passing attachment to your favorite device. Keeping a good perspective on technology is a great way to keep balance in your life and create a healthy environment where you can thrive. No sleep. The first way you can tell if you're addicted to your phone is that you can't sleep at night. The blue light that's emitted from phones, tablets, TVs, and computers stimulates your brain and disrupts your typical sleep cycle. If you can't look away from your phone screen until your eyelids drop of their own free will, you're probably addicted to your phone. Anxiety. While spending too much time scrolling on your phone can give you anxiety, a good sign that you're addicted is that you become anxious when you can't look at your phone. This feeling of something missing from your life is indicative of the fact that you're addicted. Addicts in other areas feel the same type of anxiety, and it can cause major disruption within your everyday life. Distraction Central. If you find yourself scrolling through your phone or immersing yourself in a digital world instead of the friends surrounding you, it's a good sign that you're addicted. Ignoring and avoiding conversations in real life is a good way to stymie the healthy workout your brain needs, and you might feel yourself not being quite as sharp. Engaging in everyday conversations is the best way to exercise your brain and stay focused. Scrolling and playing on your phone is passive, while conversations in person are active exercises. Text over talk. The tendency to text instead of talk is one that's become common these days. If you text more than you talk to anyone in your life, whether it's your mom or significant other, you're probably addicted to your phone. This is a great time to take specific actions and put your phone aside and meet face to face. Phantom vibrations. Anytime you feel like your phone is vibrating only to check it and find no notifications, you're probably feeling the anxiety that your phone isn't in your hand and in front of your face. This is a clear indication of phone addiction and shows heightened anxiety about not using your phone all the time. The added anxiety of phantom vibrations can continue to distract from your in-person friends and family and keep you from experiencing life to the fullest. Drive and text. The last simple test you can check to see if you're addicted to your phone is to watch your habits and see if you text and drive. It's been proven time and time again that texting and driving can be deadly. Engaging in this type of behavior puts you, your passengers, and other drivers at risk in major ways. Your phone addiction may be causing you to ignore safety precautions and text just to get a fix or good feeling at the expense of your health and wellness. Takeaway. If you're still not sure from simply observing your habits, there are online tests you can take to confirm your addiction. But if your habits show any of these tendencies, you may be seriously addicted and need a break. Carefully assess your habits and make changes to keep your health and wellness at the forefront of your mind.